good friend, Rob Tillits.
Hi, Mike.
Glad to have you here.
Glad to have you here.
And the most talked about person in Brookings these days, at least on this show, Christine Olsen.
Hi, Christine.
And you're along for the ride, and we always love you, darling, and thank you for coming out and being here today.
But the main purpose of today is
to talk about Rob's new book.
And I understand that you had a book signing last weekend. How did it go, Rob?
Yes. Oh, it went very well. Thank
Great.
you. Yeah.
Thousands of people showed up.
Millions, possibly.
We ran out of books. We thought there'd just be a couple hundred, but there was thousands.
There you go. Well, let's show the book.
Actually, there was one book left, and I got that.
You were lucky.
I want to show you what that looks like. And it's a big, thick book, so it's sure worth the money.
And some of the people our age are happy that the print is big too.
Yeah,
the good man.
Print. Our age. Well, now wait a minute.
Yeah,
he's talking
my age.
Oh, your age. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
See, large print, big words. Actually, well, I don't know how big the words are,
well,
but the print's big.
Let's talk a little bit about the book itself. Okay, Bootlegger's Cove.
It's a place that's south of Half Moon Bay, a little cove where they bootlegged in the Roaring 20s. And
yes, they did.
The Roaring 20s?
I grew up in Redwood City and Half Moon Bay.
Oh, okay,
I spent a lot
so
of
you
time
know the
over there,
area. Yeah, well, we utilized it for a bootlegging of sorts, but it's now called Smuggler's Cove because we smuggled weed.
In those later years?
Yes.
Yes.
In the 80s, 90s, yeah.
Yeah, it became the new hood. So there's stories about, not only is it the early days, right, of bootlegging along the coast?
We touch on that, yeah.
Yeah, and then you get into the days of drug smuggling on the coast?
Yes, that's predominant in the story, at least half of it.
Is it still in use?
That's because of personal knowledge, right?
Is it in use today? It's not.
You don't have to answer
It's not in use right at this second, but who knows?
Okay.
Next week. On any dark night, who knows?
Yeah, any no moon night, foggy.
Well, tell us a quick little story about some of the bootleg activities and smuggling activities that took place along the coast.
For me, or for
well,
those
if you like.
Before me, we used the cove mainly in the 80s, as I said, to smuggle wheat, and we'd anchor out in the cove, and another group of guys would bring Zodiacs out and shuttle the wheat from our boat into the beach, and then they'd hump it up the cliff and throw it into the back of a truck, and
off they would go to
head down the highway. Yeah, we usually like to do this on holiday weekends, like say 4th of July, or you know, 4th of July fell on a Friday or a Monday, or even a Saturday or Sunday, but a busy weekend in the summer, that was optimum conditions. And if the fog set in, that was better yet.
Even better.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people out and about, kept things busy.
The Coast Guard busy, mainly. Yeah. That's what we were concerned with, yeah. So.
Now, I understand that some of the things that occur are in the book here that happen locally.
I lived in Crescent City for a long time, yes, and so not so much the smuggling, but just a bit about my personal life and my fishing. I fished for a long time, and that's the Crescent City aspect. And I talk about Gold Beach and some events in Bandon, and you know, because I traveled the coast when I fished.
Well, this is a fascinating story, and I wish we had a whole lot of time to talk about it because it's really interesting. But then we don't want to give away too much.
No, read the book.
So read the book.
Yeah,
it's available.
That's what it's all about.
It's a local bookstore.
And we have some mugs for you guys. Steve,
oh,
Mike.
That's for Mike. So he's got Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Steve, there we go.
Nice.
This says Pete. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
As you can see, there's a whole organization behind this.
Yeah,
and some
being fostered by Christine. So
and some shirts.
Get on board.
Oh, wow.
T-shirts are available to the public?
Yes, they'll be for sale they're for sale on my website, robtillits.com.
robtillits.com. And are you going to be doing any more book signings coming up soon?
The next scheduled book signing, I believe, will be in Half Moon Bay, and
Oh, great.
and then I'll probably bounce back to Crescent City.
Well, good. I'll send my brother over to see you, who lives in Half Moon Bay when you get down there.
Oh, okay, very good.
We'll hook you guys up.
Yeah, when he says that he's Mike's brother, I'll double the price. Is that
There you go.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Well, we'll tell you more about that when we find out from Rob where he's going to be. Rob Tillett, author and generous guy.
And Christine Olson.
The most talked about person on What's Happening. That's right.
Great. We'll be back in a minute.
We're back.